Hello, I'm Michael Glass from the FXcast Market Analysis team. This is our FXcast Market Analysis trading plan. In each of our videos, we try to identify high probability trading setups. We'll evaluate the gold chart to see if there's any leading sentiment. We will create a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if there are any releases that could affect our open and new trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com. As always, we're starting off with the gold daily chart, and what we said was here we broke the 20, likely move is to the 50. Here on our descending wedge, likely break was to the 200, and look at this price action today. Now, of course, this is a hammer, but look at that, right down to the 200 moving average, right back up. So it's going to be interesting to see where we go here. Some aggressive bulls are going to say, hey, this is a hammer. If we get above 1640-ish, that is a hammer. That's above the high of Monday. Let's take a move up. But again, that's very very aggressive. We'll have to see. As we look at our time frame, we can see that a lot of volume here has accumulated between 1590 and 1630. So that kind of equates to, if we can get above this into the 1640, we can possibly get a run, possibly make a run up into the 1740. There's not a lot of resistance, volume resistance in this price area. So sort of a weak to sideways day for gold means what for our dollar currency pairs? First, starting off with the euro, and we can see that although we violated the support at 1.347, we're still kind of hovering around there, kind of breathing, digesting what happened. We can see we are basically on the edge here of a buy and neutral zone. We're still below our long-term moving average. And we can see ever fractionally the euro took control, mainly because even though the euro is averaging down, the dollar, which was going sideways and up and then started going down and went sideways, at the end of the day here, really kind of fell off here. We can see that the buyers are still in control, but the sellers are getting ready to take control on this one. So if the dollar takes control of this, we will see this pair begin to move lower. If the euro can find some strength, we'll see this pair move higher. And the thing to watch on the daily here is we can see the wicks are here. So once we get around 1.56, that's above the wicks. You can see the wicks here again. We get above that, and maybe we'll start to retest some of this action from last week. Here we are on the pound dollar. Notice that this one's already making a move up off of the bounce here, a little bit stronger. Also, we can see below our long-term moving average. It's also in a buy zone. However, what's interesting about this is it made this move higher with the dollar in control. Now that's interesting because the dollar in control should move the pair lower. We can see the pound averaging lower. We can see the dollar averaging lower. However, it just kind of went sideways. So maybe that's why, even though the dollar was in control, we got a move up here. We can see ever so fractionally the buyers in control as we are in neutral. So if the pound can move up here and take control, we will continue to see this move higher. However, if the dollar is going to stay in control, we may come back and retest the lows. Finally, with the dollar franc, we're seeing we've entered the new price action range. We've gone sideways here for 3 to 4 days. A lot of volume here. That's great. And we can see what we probably want to do is start to see this price action right in here around 1.9. If we get below that, that's where we can start to retest the 200 moving average here on the daily. So I'm going to come back in here and put this in here at about 0.9. Let's see. That's a little bit lower. Otherwise, you can see the choppiness here. We are in a neutral zone. We are above the long-term moving average now. We can see the franc took control, which is causing the price action to move down. However, they're snaking. We got some parallel action, which is why we have the consolidating over the past couple of days. Franc moving down, but beginning to go sideways a little bit up. and the dollar kind of going whippy, which is again why we're seeing this whippy action here. And we can see ever so slightly the buyers have taken control. As we look at our watch list for today, for our low volatility watch list, we have the Aussie dollar, that is our 1 hour time frames using Bollinger Bands. For our inside bar watch list, we're going to be watching the dollar yen. Let's go to our economic calendar. As we look at our economic calendar, we got the consumption index for the franc, money supplies to the European Union, that could be interesting, distributive trades, and then down for the States, we have consumer confidence and Richmond Fed that could move the market. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.